Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is where I talk about my astral adventures and the work that me and my group are doing in the astral. So when I talk about the astral, now yes, everything is astral. There is no material world, and it's all point of view and stuff like that. But when I'm specifically talking about the astral, I'm talking about fully lucid experiences, just like you are right now in your body, having the experience, the free will to move here, to do this. Except that in the higher densities, when you think about something, when you imagine it, it can manifest faster. But a lot of the times, you just end up in situations or places or other things that either your subconscious or your higher self bring you to. Okay. So I just had one of the most extraordinary experiences. It seems like every time I go into the astral, it's just another one of the most extraordinary experiences that I've ever had. For several days now, for several months now, I've been talking with Rich West and Helena and others, Chris and others in my group about contacting the Urmah. Um, Different ways of contacting them, either, through the internet, but they can't really use the computers because their paws are so big. Um, and I don't know if they can do voice to text. I would think that they have that capability to do voice to text, but I don't know why they don't. I know their voices are hard to understand, um, and maybe they're not allowed to use the telepathy interface with the AI on the ship or whatever. But anyway, regardless, I've been trying to contact them. I have gone into the astral a couple times in the past and, just like called out to them in the atmosphere of the astral, um, because gravity still plays a part. When you're in the astral, and you're on the surface of a planet or on the surface of Earth, most of the time, most likely, you're still going to have gravity. Depending on how dense your astral body is, how attached to the idea of gravity um, that you are with your mind, um, depends on how much gravity is going to be there. Also, the not just the density, but the frequency density, but the frequency of the astral plane, where you're at. All of the different other beings or humans or whoever they are, all the other consciousness that is in the astral, because it is a collective place. Um, if you enter the collective place, obviously there are personal astral realms, and that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, and the personal astral realms are also connected in um, with the collective astral realms as well. So, um, when making contact, I've just been going in there and I've just been using my voice and my telepathy to reach out, to reach specifically to the Avian One, to the Urmah on the Avian One, and calling out with my voice, and I just screaming at the top of my lungs, sending that out there. Okay. In the past, that I've done these things, I haven't heard back anything. I haven't done anything. Okay. But for the past few days, I have just been certain. I'm just like, okay, I am going to contact them, and I'm going to record these every single day. This is my intention. I'm going to contact the Avian One in the astral. I want face to face contact with the Urmah. Okay. Um, because my 5D body is on that ship. So I have the right in my own mind. I have the right to do this. And I think that anybody does, you know. So I am going to record my from this being day one to how whatever happens. I'm going to record is in much detail as possible everything that is happening. Okay, so I entered the astral at about 11:20 a.m. Now I work nights, so I'm sleeping during the day. Usually my body needs to rest for the first 5 or 6 hours before I start going into my lucid activities. So I got up, was texting with my girlfriend and fed my cat and different stuff like that. Then I decided at 11:20 a.m. I'm going to go into the astral. So what I did was, now obviously there's light coming through my windows and in the 3D, and I have my cat in the room, meowing. So there were some distractions. So it took me a little longer to what you would think of detaching from your physical body, but really it's just letting go of the ideas of your physical body and feeding more into the ideas of your astral body. So I was able to, it took me some time. Most of the time it was trying to move in those in between states of consciousness between your full astral body, being you having your consciousness in your full astral body, which is the idea of your astral body, but it's an actual real body. It's an actual real physical body. Let's put it that way. But also you can change the density. So this is what I was doing before I went fully into the astral. I went into my body. Okay. And I was looking at my body and I was touching it, and it was physical. My astral body was physical. But then I could change the density with my mind, and I could move my hands through each other. I could move my arms through each other. But if I wanted to touch my hands, I could touch my hands. Okay. And then I was basically scanning through all of these different realities that I could go to if I wanted to, all of these different towns or cities, wherever. And eventually I ended up in this. I'm working with people in the astral. I'm working with other people in the astral. And I'm working with other ETs, other beings in the astral as well. And we have developed this, we have built this room, okay? In this room, there are a bunch of different types of lights, very bright lights, okay? And what these lights do is they can anchor your astral body into the astral and give you lucidity, okay? So I was trying to get into the astral, not just my body in these in-between states of consciousness, but fully lucid into the mirror earth astral realm. And so I went into one of these rooms, and they turn these lights on, and these lights are as bright as the sun. And so this light, it comes in through your eyes, and it just illuminates your astral body, and it like gives